Hi everyone, and welcome to our first reflection in this Holy Week. Easter is a time where we as Christians remember that Jesus died for us and that he rose to life again. And as we reflect this week, we'll be focusing on our senses to help us experience the Easter story in a new way, to remember just what Jesus did for us. Today we'll reflect upon the sense of smell as we explore the passage recounting when Jesus was anointed at Bethany, following his triumphant entry into Jerusalem on Palm Sunday. Our reading is John 12, verses 1 to 8. As I read the passage, just close your eyes and imagine that you're sitting at the dinner table with Jesus. Focus on the sense of smell. Think about what smells there are in the room and how they affect you. 6 days before the Passover, Jesus went to Bethany, the home of Lazarus, the man he had raised from death. They prepared a dinner for him there, which Martha helped serve. Lazarus was one of those sitting at the table with Jesus. Then Mary took a whole pint of very expensive perfume made of pure nard, poured it on Jesus' feet, and wiped them with her hair. The sweet smell of perfume filled the whole house. One of Jesus' disciples, Judas Iscariot, the one who was going to betray him, said, "Why wasn't this perfume sold for 300 coins and the money given to the poor?" He said this not because he cared about the poor, but because he was a thief. He carried the money bag and would help himself from it. But Jesus said, "Leave her alone. Let her keep what she has for the day of my burial. You will always have poor people with you, but you will not always have me." What do you think the perfume smelt like? In your mind, look around the room that they're sat in. What else can you see? What else can you smell? Smells do strange things to us. It's like we can use them to time travel. Have you ever walked past someone with perfume that smelt familiar and it just takes you back in time? Or smelt a particular meal, then you smelt it somewhere and that cooking reminds you of your childhood. Smells have memories attached to them. Chanel perfume's always done that for me. Every time I smell it, a myriad of memories come back. I can feel the warmth of my dad's hand as we waited in queues for the Chanel counter at Debenhams every Christmas when I was a child to buy a bottle for my mum. I can see the ribbon that was on the parcel every Christmas morning. I can remember the feeling of my mum's Chanel on my wrists when I graduated. Just one smell takes me back and engages with all of my other senses so vividly. Now imagine that perfume that Mary had. Imagine the most beautiful smell. Heavy, musky, earthy, mixed with light floral notes. That's what nard smells like. It's expensive, decadent, luxury. And this perfume was really special. It's an extract of spikenard, a beautiful exotic Himalayan plant. It came from distant lands in the Far East and was kept for the most special people in the most special occasions. It was so expensive it was usually only used by royalty preparing them for burial. It was only used once in a lifetime. So it's understandable, really, that some people would have seen this as extravagant, seemingly wasteful, impulsive. But by doing this, Mary made it clear just how valuable Jesus was to her. Jesus was worth her very best, not just her day-to-day niceness, but her once-in-a-lifetime best. And as that beautiful smell filled the room, Mary was the first of Jesus' followers to acknowledge his death. She showed her faithfulness to him by anticipating Jesus' death, and rather than losing faith in him because of it, she was honouring him with even more reverence. And because she anointed him with the perfume, she wiped it on her feet and she wiped it with her hair, a beautiful act of humility. And in doing so, her hair would have become doused in that perfume too, and Mary would have shared in that beautiful scent with Jesus. Mary offered Jesus her very best and served him with humility. And as she did so, and as she got close to him, she even smelt like him. Let's take a second to just reflect on how this passage has connected with you today. Ask yourself, how might you give Jesus your best today? And let's just end in prayer. Lord, let us always serve you with the whole of ourselves. May our lives be offered wholly to you, and as we serve you, may we grow more and more like you. May our prayers come to you like the sweet smell of incense. When I lift up my hands in prayer, may it be like the evening sacrifice. Amen.